Hello, and this time I'm going to be taking a look at MINERVA. MINERVA is one of the most famous mods in the Half-Life 2 community, and for good reason. It's a high-quality mod that ultimately resulted in its creator, Adam Foster, getting hired by Valve, who then worked as a level designer for Portal 2. I won't say MINERVA is perfect. It has flaws, but for its time, being released in 2007, it is of undeniable quality. It's really no surprise that Foster ended up working on Portal 2 as a level designer, because MINERVA shows that he has a clear understanding of what makes Half-Life tick. In MINERVA, we're treated to the story of a Resistance member infiltrating a Combine base. The story gets a lot more complicated than that, but I won't go into too great a detail. Ultimately, what's important for a mod like this, with a focus on the Combine, is to get Valve's specific vision for Combine architecture down, and MINERVA does so perfectly. Play Half-Life 2, or Episode 1 again, specifically taking note of the level design in the Citadel. It's alien, obviously so, but it has a very specific style to it. Many mods include the Combine. After all, they're the main antagonist of the Half-Life 2 saga. But fully capturing the aesthetic of their construction is often less than great or completely non-existent. MINERVA nails it. The facility that you infiltrate in this mod truly feels like a place constructed by the Combine. These levels generally support fairly great gameplay as well. There are a few exceptions. If you watch my playthrough of this mod in Source Mod Spotlight, there are a few locations where I get lost or stuck, and though sometimes you can blame the player for these types of mistakes, other times, level design can be an issue. For example, at one point the game wants you to shoot a large metal support beam to collapse a platform. It does try to provide clues in the form of sparks in a beam which has already collapsed. However, despite these clues, I still only found out that I could collapse the beam through sheer chance. I mean, it's a massive steel support beam. One doesn't really expect to be able to break something like that with a few 9mm bullets. Other than the occasionally confusing sections of levels though, this mod tends to nail everything else it does. It's challenging, it's fun, it uses a good variety of enemies. Its environments are cohesive and blend together well. Its story shines better than most, probably having one of the most intriguing characters in any mod I've played, maybe even in Half-Life in general. I don't want to spoil anything though, and if I tried talking more about the story, I would fall into that territory. So I'll end the review here with a high recommendation. Though not flawless, this mod is classic for a reason, and you should definitely give it a shot if you haven't already. I've got more mod reviews coming, so like and subscribe if you're interested. But, in the meantime, this is where I get off.